Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Fruit of Grisaia. Here we are, the second episode of Sachi's route, highly requested, and I like Sachi. I think she's adorable, so I'm really excited to see, the story behind, her personality and everything. So let's continue on, shall we? Back when the village well was still an essential aspect of daily life, the world was a happier place. By avoiding the well, it was possible to avoid women's idle gossip to some degree. In modern times, the whole world is a minefield. You never know when you're going to trigger a verbal explosion. Sweets are especially troublesome. Despite their small size, they're extremely effective at inspiring females to chatter on at length. Their destructive efficiency resembles that of a hollow-point bullet. Oh, was that so? A program of academic activities is over for the day. I'm just taking a short breather when Amane calls for my attention. Sorry, I'm busy at the moment. Can it wait? I'm not attempting to shoot you down, and I'm not trying to be blunt either. I'm just informing you that I don't currently have time to put up with the lengthy, pointless chattering you people seem to love so much.
全然やんわりした表現になってないわよ。ないわよ。嫌がらなくていいじゃないのよさ。今ね、友情の話してたのよ。
I'm sure I've already explained that my knowledge on this particular topic is fairly shallow, but apparently they haven't quite gotten the message yet. Sorry, I'm not gonna be much use. I've never even done the typical marathon bloody knuckle fighting by the bank of the river until both sides collapse and become fast friends things. Oh, but we did. Not in this timeline, but in the future. With Amane's route. He does that.
君、それを一般的だと思ってるの？そんなの大体の人はやったことないわよ。
That a fact, huh? Happens all the time in books, though. I was convinced it must be a commonplace daily event. Must be a guy thing.
でも今回はそういう友情の話じゃないの。男女の友情は成立するかどうか。これって結構重要な問題だと思うのよね。
Is true friendship... That is a very interesting debate, is it not? Is true friendship between a man and a woman possible? Can a man ever really be friends with a woman without having some sort of ulterior motive behind it?
私はよくわかんないんだけどね。友達は友達だもんね。ごめんなさい。ちょっと通るわね。
Oh, you're not going anywhere. You don't get to leave.
あ、ユミちゃんはどう思う？どうって何が？今ね。男女の友情は成立するか否かという人類における命題に手をつけようとしていたのよ。男女の友情？私にはわからないわ。ちょっとは考えるのよさ。考えたじゃない。あまり経験がないから答えようがないのよ。それを知っててわざと質問したの？あまり困らせないで。
Sakaki, do you want to be a friend? Please.
おー子はちょっと怒ってたのよさ。あんたの言い方が少しぶしつけすぎたんじゃないの？おーい、大丈夫ブクブクだと思ったのよ。
Okay, bouquet.
ねえマキちゃん、ブクブクってどんな生き物？私が考えるに見た目はかなりタコに近くて8本の足と吸盤で食べるとカレー味。それがブンブクブク。
Well, that's not what I pictured, but alright.
さっちゃん、きっと適当に言っただけだから気にすることないよ。
That's best for all involved, really. A wise policy, take anything Morgana says with multiple grains of salt. You know what, just a troll truckload of salt would be better, if you listened at all.
適当じゃねえのよ。どっかで聞いたのよさ。
Sure you did, kid. Sure you did.
どこで聞いたんだろう。味が気になる。ねえマキちゃん、何味とかって言ってなかった？
Why do you always want to eat everything?
だって今酸っぱいって言うからてっきりまた私をどうにかしようとしてるのかと。
Yeah, Michiru is very adamant about drinking her vitamin C packets or whatever that she does, which is like horribly bitter, and it's always funny when she does it. Do you want to be pestered?
そんなわけないでしょ。ちょっと勘違いしただけじゃない。
Are you sure? You're feeling a little lonely lately, you know? I mean, you haven't been in the spotlight much recently.
まったくチルチルはヘンチョコリンでヘンテコリンなのよさ。ヘンチョコきっと茶色で足が9本。
Everything tastes like curry to you. Sachi, my friend, are you perhaps somewhat hungry at the moment? I mean, you're oddly persistent with this curry thing. Chocolate flavor would have been more logical choice in this case.
本当、私ってばすみません。
Oh, it's fine.
あ、うん。じゃあせっかくだからみちるにも聞いてみようかな。いやよ、絶対あんたに教えてあげないからね。で何？
I don't know. I never know. Oh wait, the friendship
男女の友
debate.
情って成立すると思う？ほら、男女で親友同士みたいな感じ？ちょっと、わかんないかな。
You know, Money, you're really asking the wrong people here. No one really here has an experience with that sort of thing.
こういう話題って男か女かでも考え方が違うからね。どう思ってるか気になるわよね。うん。あれ？チルチル、どうしたん？なんでもないよ。ちょっとごめんね。
No, it's something. It always is something. It's never nothing.
みちる様、大丈夫でしょうか？随分と具合が悪そうでしたが。
Should go check on her, Sachi.
確かにね。私気に障るようなこと言ったかな。いえ、もしかしたら私が味に執着するあまりご機嫌を損ねてしまったのかもしれません。
Maybe.
どっちでもないんじゃねえの？きっとお腹痛いのよさ。
What? It's colitis this time? Of course, if there's a fever, we can't rule out malaria either. Alright, I suppose I'll have to take appropriate measures.
有事に任せて大丈夫かな？
Yeah, okay, then I'll be going now. I decide to poke my nose into Michiru's business, unless out of genuine concern for her health and the desire to escape a tedious conversation. But after searching the entire dormitory from top to bottom, she's nowhere to be found. In the lavatory, perhaps?
どうしたの？探し物だったら静かに探して。
Why? Have you seen Michiru?
松島さんなら外に出て行ったけど。
Where'd she go? I see. Well, thanks for the heads up. Why would she just head outside when she's clearly feeling poorly? Or was that just some sort of an act? Michiru, what do you think you're doing? You need to take it easy if you don't want these clothes to end up irredeemably soiled. Okay, we found her already. Alright, that was quick. Is your chest hurting? It looks like you're in pain. Michiru's face contorts in evident agony. Beads of greasy sweat have formed on her forehead. It looks like a considerably more serious attack than the one I witnessed a few weeks ago. What's wrong? Look, I know you're devoted to your craft and all that, but, you know, no one's gonna revoke your membership in the Tsundere Club if you ask for help when you're sick. That's what everyone says, until they're not back to normal. You look terrible, though. I can't do that. I'd be unable to insist if this attack suddenly developed into a medical emergency. I'm not willing to take that risk. As good as her word, Michiru stalks sluggishly off the school grounds, dragging her shadow behind her, like a ball and chain tied to her feet. Seems she's found my intervention seriously unpleasant. I quietly watch her go.
大丈夫だった？
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem.
そっか、よかった。どうしたのかと思っちゃったわよ。みちる様はどこか具合が悪いのでしょうか？きっと悪いものでも食べたのよさ。この前消しゴムをチルチルに向かって投げたら、反射的に口を開けてひょいぱくしてたし。それでどうしたの？もごもごしながら「これ何？」って言うから「ウルテ」って返事しておいたのよさ。ウルテ、ホルモン焼きにある牛の気管のことですね。
Why would you know that? Whatever.
またマニアックな食材よ。そしたらみちるなんだって？
It's Sachi. She eats. I don't want to know what she eats, but she has varied tastes. We'll just say that.
うまいねって言ってそのままどっか行った？
One of the girl's taste buds may have been permanently fried from drinking nothing but sour stuff all the time. Wait, but don't they cut those distinctive little notches into the tracheal tubes when making a root? From the shape alone, she should have been able to determine it was an eraser.
そこは私がちゃんとウルテっぽく消しゴムに切れ目を入れておいたのよさ。結構細かくて大変な作業だったのよ。日本人ならではの器用さを発揮したのよさ。
Alright, no one likes a bragger, Machina. In that case, I guess it's not surprising she'd make the mistake. You're admirably meticulous about the details.
そんなことしたらダメでしょ。どう考えても体に良くないじゃない。
Well, no, it's not. It's not healthy at all to eat an eraser.
そこはあれよ。ちゃんとフォローとして胃腸薬も渡しておいたのよさ。
Please don't tell me it was a pulverized eraser. Placebos don't work.
まあ、とにかくチルチルは今日も元気に生きているのよさ。
Stop feeding the girl erasers.
マキナ、
God damn.
後でちょっと話があるからね。怒られる気がする。ところで、みちる様はどちらにいらっしゃるのでしょうか。私も様子を見ておきたいのですが。
Can't say no. She wandered off somewhere by herself.
何それ、どういうこと？私大丈夫だったって聞いたよね。
Mine's reaction to my words is distinctly overblown. Things seem to be moving in a troublesome direction all of a sudden. You did indeed, and I assured you that she was. My grounds for the judgment were very simple. Michiru herself said as much.
もう何してるのよ。あの顔見て大丈夫だって思ったの？
I can't deny it was a little pale. Personally, I didn't think she appeared particularly healthy in general, but the girl herself said.
思ってないなら一人にしちゃダメじゃない。様子を見てきなよ。
Your belt's unbuckled. Why?
でしたら私が。
I'm not gonna be with you, Amane. Stop trying to seduce me with your womanly wiles.
さっちゃんはいいの。これはみちるを一人にしたユージが悪い。だからちゃんと探して責任取ってきなさい。
What sort of responsibility do you have in mind?
ちゃんと最後まで介抱してあげるとか、保健室まで送り届けるとかあるでしょ。男だったらそうしなさい。ねえさっちゃん、ユージは女の子に見える？
What kind of question is that?
いいえ、女性には見えないですね。性別を問われたら男性だと答えます。でしょ？ほらね、ユージ、行ってきなさい。
What? Can't say that I'm feeling particularly motivated right now.
私が一緒に行ってあげようか？
No, I'll go by myself.
マキナはいいから。これはユージの問題だから。
This is not my problem. It's hardly a problem warranting such squawking. I get the message, alright? I'll go look for her.
心当たりがあるのでしょうか？
I told you I didn't. I mean, there is one place that comes to mind. Oh yeah, the beach. I leave our school and head to the location in question. Michiru probably headed for that high ridge overlooking the sea. It's a quiet space where she won't be disturbed, and she seems to find it pleasant. I doubt there are many other places that meet those criteria for her. And yet Michiru isn't here. No matter how much I look, I don't see our familiar bottle blonde dimwit. Damn, have my instincts grown dull? That cry. I turn the direction of the sound. Oh, hang on one second. Oh, that doesn't help me. Never mind. Michiru wasn't there. I noticed a blonde girl seated on the grass. But despite the distinctive golden hair and the Mahama Academy uniform she's wearing, I can't convince myself that girl is Michiru. Very strange. Are these errors of judgment on my part? Perhaps my perception of reality has been warped by spending so long inside the hermetically sealed pocket of eccentricity they call a school. Michiru, answer me. Michiru? It's the cat. Oh, look at that. No, I've got the wrong person. At least that's what it feels like, but the number of people who wear this uniform is very small. Logically speaking, there can't be any mistake. The girl in front of me has the exact same face as Matsushima Michiru in every perceivable way, but the closer I look, the more she seems like somebody else entirely. What's going on here? Very subtle change in some visual detail can dramatically change a person's impression, but this isn't that sort of a spot the difference puzzle. To put the matter plainly, this Michiru simply is not Michiru. I can understand now why my eyes slid right over her at first. Of course, I'm now left with a far greater mystery. Who is this Michiru I see before me? Who are you? And so I ask her point blank. I'm well aware that it's a strange question, but there's just doesn't seem to be any other way to phrase it. The imposter Michiru is staring out at the ocean. A small black cat curled up in her lap. She looks perfectly healthy. There's no indication of distress on her face. If anything, you'd think she rolled out of bed at noon and took a little stroll to enjoy the fine weather. She appears utterly relaxed. Is Rommel doing well? I emphasize the name as if to definitively slap a label on the cat. She turns towards me, a quizzical expression on her face. Well, I don't know which Rommel you're referring to. There's no way I can answer that question. More importantly, which Michiru are you? You're not that Michiru, I'm pretty sure. This girl doesn't stumble in conversing with me. She banters back with perfect composure. At the very least, I don't think you're the Michiru I know. Mind explaining more detail? I don't understand what's going on here. I don't think this girl's deliberately trying to confuse me, but this attitude is somewhat irritating. Reminds me of a mean-spirited adult teasing a child while holding an empty cookie jar behind their back. You know, now that you mention it, I think I may have slept with books more often than women. I'd probably just say, come with me, of course. I'm fully capable of utilizing honeyed words instead. The situation necessitates them. That a fact? I can't say I remember running across anyone like you either. Have we been introduced yet? Michiru lets out a brief, amused chuckle.
海面と陸地の比率の話がお気に入りだっけ？それにしたってよくここが分かったわね。
Wasn't exactly a difficult guess. You like this place well enough to designate it as your final resting place, after all.
あ、そっかそっか。でもここは風も強いし、少し肌寒いし、私はそれほど好きじゃないな。あの子は気に入ってるみたいだけど。
Sorry, you lose me again. Who's that girl supposed to be?
では理解しやすい会話をしよう。私を探しに来てくれて感謝している。だが心配は無用だ。健康状態は回復し良好。しばしの休息を猫と共にとっているだけだ。
It seems that Michiru here suffers from perhaps a split personality disorder. Precise, clear phrasing. Let's say though, you're now on the insipid side of things.
これ君の真似なんだけど。
Say what? I see. No, surely I don't talk like that.
面白い人だね。
Michiru clears your throat with an affected ahem.
なるほど。では本当にちゃんと話をしてあげよう。君さ、前に死んだら何もないって言ってたでしょ。で、
I am on the right route, right? Did I pick the wrong choice last time? I'll have to go back and check. That's right. Those stories are complete nonsense. Invented to control people through superstitious terror and fraudulent promises of salvation. Of course, once you die, your brain becomes nothing more than a rotting piece of meat. So it can't exactly hurt to think what you want while you're alive. It's not like you're ever going to realize you were wrong. If the idea of a heaven waiting for you makes life more bearable, you may as well believe in it, right?
でも君はそうは思ってない。
I'm not prone to that particular delusion, no. I understand that death is something like an endless stream of sleep.
夜に眠って朝に目が覚めないのは死ぬっていうことよね。
Yeah, more or less.
では、もし目が覚めないと思っていたのに目が覚めたらどうする？
What are you talking about? A corpse rising from the grave, that kind of
ち
thing?
ゃんと考えてみて。一度死んで眠りについて、それから目が覚める。君はどう思う？
Well, I have heard stories of people who went into a comatose state and were mistakenly identified as dead. Every once in a while, a corpse pops up out of bed and scares the hell out of everyone in the room.
ねえ君、私はそんな話はしてない。死んで目が覚めたらどうするってこと。夜。
I'm sorry, what?
わからないでしょ。わかんないのよ。つまり君にもわかんないことがあるってこと。死んだら何もなくなるなんて想像でしかないじゃない。それを知った風に言うことで偉くなったつもり？
Not particularly.
では質問を変えます。もし死んでそれで終わりだったらなんで人間は生きてるの？どうせ死んじゃうのになんで必死に生きてるの？
When we could just die early and skip the pain? Is that where you're going with all this?
質問に質問で答えない。自分なりに判断して返答せよ。
If you think your life is to be yours alone, then I suppose you're free to die whenever you want. You can't stop you. But in the vast majority of cases, people can't live alone. Your existence incurs costs on others whether you want to or not. Specifically, you're alive because someone else spent money to keep you that way. Until those debts are paid, letting yourself die would be pretty damn selfish, don't you think?
つまり人が生きてなくてはいけない理由は返済期間が終わるまでは自分の命は借り物だからってこと？
Somehow this Michiru has managed to drag me into a truly cryptic conversation. It feels like I'm struggling to complete a puzzle with no possible solutions. If there's some point to her questions, it completely eludes me. Human beings are too full of themselves. That's the only reason they worry about questions with no answers, like the meaning of life. Every other animal is concerned with the struggle of their daily existence and very little else. It really shouldn't be any different. I mean, where did this ridiculous ego come from anyway? Things probably went off track back when we first started picking up rocks and hitting each other with them. Why'd you ask? Good for you, I quit. This point of the conversation is officially over. I'm going back to the dorm. Turn my back on Michiru, resolved to cut off this unproductive debate, but after a few steps I come to my senses. This isn't exactly a satisfying conclusion. I was just teased into ignominious retreat by a cheeky little girl. I turn back and face Michiru once more. The black cat, apparently startled by my motion, leaps off Michiru's laps and bolts away through the tall grass. She looks perfectly fine now, but at school she was pressing her hand to her chest and grimacing in pain. This wasn't the first time I've seen it happen either, but by some strange coincidence, the previous case also occurred after someone brought up the topic of best friends. The instant Michiru heard those words, her health deteriorated dramatically. It was the same today. That may not be all there is to this, but at the very least, it should be the key that leads me to an answer. No, it's nothing. I'm overthinking this. This strange little interlude must be nothing more than a new part of her act. She'll no doubt be back to the normal Michiru soon enough. Okay, so it looks like I have to go through all the other route choices before I can actually officially get on Sachi's route, the route that I actually want to do. So just bear with me here on this. Sorry, I scared off the cat. Now I feel bad, because I want to know now. I have to know. Well, perhaps in another life. I see, alright then. I'll be heading back to the dorm. Her condition appears favorable. There's nothing in particular to be worried about. I did. I checked up on her. Isn't that sufficient? I'm not the girl's father. I'm not obliged to spend all day nursing her. She's a grown woman. What, you still have a problem? She'll return eventually. She told me herself. Listen up, Morgana. Everyone needs to be alone at times. It's a basic human need. Expecting this is very important. You understand? No, she's just cranky all the time. That's just who she is. An excellent case in point. Oh boy, you guys, you get on my nerves like you wouldn't believe. But I'm not gonna tell you that. Yeah, there isn't a problem. I'll guarantee that. Well, there's a problem, but we're never gonna figure it out. Oh, just as promised, Michiru returns shortly thereafter. I spot her walking down the dorm hallway, chewing on something with the reinvigorated expression of a woman who just passed a kidney stone. You're back, it would seem. Are you back? Oh, welcome back, Michiru. So happy to see you. I'll never say those words ever again. What are you eating? Damn it.
ゴしながらこれ何って聞いたら本物のウルテって言うから、そうかこれが本物のウルテかって思いながら食べてるのよ。やっぱりあれよね、本物は味が違うわね。
Is it paper, mate? I think the nuance of Machina's real might be slightly different from what Michiru thinks, but it's probably best not to mention that. I see. Anyway, are you feeling better now?
もちろんよ、休んだら元気会長ウルテもうまい。
Alright. Is that Michiru doing well too?
あのミチルってどのミチルよ。私は私じゃない。あんまり変なこと言わないでよね。
Well, it definitely seems like she's got a split personality thing going on. I see. Well, make sure you get to bed early tonight, rest up and recover your health.
そんなこと言われなくても分かってるわよ。ふん、あんたなんか。チルチル、はい。パク。マキナ、これ何よ。それウルテ。もうやっぱり三流品のウルテは味が落ちるわね。本物のウルテは美味しかったのに。
One other thing, Michiru, you should probably take some stomach medicine tonight. If possible, get it from Sachi, not Machina.
わかった。でもなんで？
Because you have Sachi, she'll give you the real stuff.
本物の胃腸薬？一流の胃腸薬ってこと？効き目がすごいとか？
Just do it, alright?
わかったわよ。なんかこれ文具っぽい味がするわね。
With this, the Michiru incident drew to a close, as does this video. So I will see you all next time when we take on probably whatever Sakiki's got going on. So yeah, that'll be it for that episode, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.